The wedding in Cana. It was a joyful day in the little town of Cana in Galilee. A wedding was taking place, and among the invited guests were Jesus, his mother Mary, and his disciples. The celebration was in full swing. Music, dancing, and laughter filled the air. But then, a quiet panic rippled through the servants. The wine had run out. In their culture, this wasn't just inconvenient, it was shameful for the host. Mary, seeing the worry, turned to Jesus and said, "They have no wine." Jesus gently replied, "Woman, what have I to do with thee? Mine hour is not yet come." But Mary, trusting her Son, told the servants, "Whatsoever he saith unto you, do it." The first miracle. Nearby stood 6 stone water pots used for ceremonial washing, large, empty, and ordinary. Jesus told the servants, "Fill the water pots with water." They filled them to the brim. Then he said, "Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast." The servant obeyed, no questions asked. The master of the feast tasted it. His eyes widened. "Every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine. But thou hast kept the good wine until now." What was once water was now rich, perfect wine, better than any served before. It was a miracle. Quiet, personal, glorious. This beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifested forth his glory, cleansing the temple after the wedding. Jesus traveled to Jerusalem for the Passover, but what he saw at the temple broke his heart. Money changers, merchants, animals for sale. The holy place had become a marketplace. He found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. Jesus, burning with righteous anger, made a scourge of small cords, a whip, and drove them all out. Tables flipped, coins scattered, doves flew. "Take these things hence, make not my Father's house an house of merchandise." The disciples watched, remembering a scripture, "The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up." The question of authority, the religious leaders, stunned and angered, confronted him. "What sign shewest thou unto us, seeing that thou doest these things?" Jesus answered with a mystery, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." They scoffed. It took 46 years to build this temple, but Jesus was speaking of his body, foretelling his death and resurrection. Moral and spiritual lessons. Jesus cares about the little things. Even a wedding's wine mattered to him. Obedience brings miracles. The servants obeyed, even when it didn't make sense. True worship matters. Jesus cleansed the temple to restore reverence for God. God's temple is sacred. Our bodies and our places of worship are to be holy. Jesus is the new temple. He is where heaven and earth meet, the dwelling place of God with man.